All right, so I'm going to give you some tools you can use in your waking life when things get under your skin. Okay? There's many times things get under our skin, things make us feel uncomfortable while we're trying to manifest what we want. You've got old programs running, things that come from random thoughts, things that you've manifested from negative thoughts or just past mental diet not being right, and especially around money, things like money. Money's a big one. Money problems are responsible for, divorces, relationships breaking up, all kinds of things, people going out and robbing, creating crime, being the victims of crime. Money's a big one because everybody wants it and everybody thinks there's not enough of it running around, which is really wrong. There's lots of it circulating. Resources are really infinite, but the limitation game makes us think that everything's limited. Everything of value is limited. That is what makes us feel like we're less than what we are. You see, there's more to it than a lot of people realize. You're having a human experience, right? And part of this human experience in the millennia past has been us coming here and playing a game of limitation, okay? As infinite beings who on another plane are infinite and can just, boom, imagine anything you want, right? Infinite godlike being. You come here into the human game, into this universe, this reality where things appear limited, where you can't just, normally things just don't happen immediately, right? It's not like magic. Next moment, thinking about it, it's there. Things take a certain amount of time to happen. There's physics involved in this universe. So, and resources seem to be limited, things like that. So, it's just a game of limitation. How could these godlike beings create, experience limitation, right? And how do they deal with it? And how do they grow from it? It's an interesting thing from the perspective of a truly unlimited being, right? But when you're here and you're in it and you forget about that or where you came from, it's quite a different story because that's part of the game, right? If you were born into this life with the full memory of where you came from, it wouldn't be as much of a game, even with the limitation. When you're in it and you're forcefully, there's that veil of forgetfulness and you're forced to start over with a blank slate, that's when you really feel it. So anyway, a way to how am I going to say this? A way to deal with a lot of that is to release your power from it. You create these creations and you imbue them with power. You fill them with your power to make them happen. Think of it like a holographic thing, right? So a hologram can't exist without a certain amount of power being pumped into it to sustain it. Well, it's the same way with all these creations in our waking life, in our 3D reality. So aside from, when you go to sleep, envisioning something else, mental diet, conversations, inner conversations and affirmations and things like that, a way that you can deal with the discomfort in the here and now while you're awake is to tell the truth about the creation that's getting under your skin, that's bothering you, right? So whether it's a bill that came due, an argument with, a significant other or something like that, anything, something went wrong at your job. In your private time or in the private time of your mind, you quiet yourself. You can do this all in your head. It doesn't have to be said out loud. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Saying things out loud does give a certain extra amount of power to them, but it doesn't, you don't have to. Like if you're out in public and you start talking about these things, you may seem a little uncomfortable and it will be distracting for you, so you may want to do it in your head. So anyway, you tell the truth about it. So, example, I get a bill, a really nasty bill I wasn't expecting, and it's throwing my abundance affirmations and visualizations, it's throwing them for a loop. It's causing all kinds of doubt and discomfort, right? And which is what I don't want. So a way to short circuit that is to tell the truth about it. Say, this is a creation of my consciousness, this bill, this whatever it is, this argument, whoever, this is a creation of my consciousness. It's not real. I created this. I created this, and I put power into it. And I am reclaiming my power from this creation right here, right now, right? I'm reclaiming my power. And you have to tell the truth about it. Involves saying who you really are. I am. You are. I am the power and the presence of God, here and now, right? I'm the power and the presence of God. I created this creation. I'm withdrawing my power from it. And I am the power and the presence of God right here, right now. Right? And I have a cat making a noise down there, if you hear that. So I withdraw my power from this creation right here, right now. And I am an amazing creator, right? You tell the truth about yourself and who you are. I am an amazing creator. And it's amazing that I could create this and move myself and upset myself and cause myself all this discomfort. But in reality, I am the power and the presence of God here and now. And I reclaim my power from this. It's not real. It was never real. You can do all of this in your head, right? You get the practice of this. It comes naturally, right? And you do it over and over as much as you have to in order to drain the power from that. And you can almost feel it coming back to you. Sometimes it's like a tingly feeling of pins and needles. As you get good at this, you'll feel almost like an energy coming back into you. And it helps you deal with it. It helps you deal with it. It helps you deal with that disappointment or that, it puts you back into a feeling of control in the here and now. And meanwhile, you continue with your affirmations. You continue with your mind's eye visualizations, your SATS before bed at night or meditation, whatever. And you continue with your mental diet and you continue on. But a good way to deal with those, especially unexpected things that come up in your daily life, is to use this technique of reclaiming your power from these creations, which are not real. Nothing in the 3D is really real, right? No matter how real you may think it is or it seems to you, it's not. You created it. Everybody is you pushed out. So it's good to reclaim power from those things that, that really bother you. It's a healthy practice. It's healthy mentally as well, right? And then an extra thing, something along the lines of, I'm becoming more and more of who I really am in my human experience. I am the power and the presence of God. You could even add that to the end of it. Okay? You're telling the truth about who you really are. You are. I am. Neville Goddard says, I am. You are. I am. I am is God. I am is within you. God is within all of us. So you created this, and you reclaim your power from it. So anyway, I hope that this can be useful. I hope you were able to stick with it. I know I hesitated at times because, trying to say it in a certain way, and then, I get the cat down here distracting me. All of a sudden he comes in here to take a nap, and it's like a kitten, and he's like making this sound. He's like almost snoring. So we have 4 dogs, 2 kittens, well, young cats now, got them as kittens, rescues, and an injured one upstairs that's on cage rest that my wife is fostering. And I think she wants to keep it, which is, the leg doesn't work. It was hit by a car. It had kittens. It was a young cat itself. Anyway, it was hit by a car, and it got a broken pelvis, and it's on cage rest, and the leg doesn't work, the foot. So we'll see what happens with that. So anyway, I've got like a zoo here. So anyway, that was just a little aside. I don't know, I would appreciate it, but I'm a real person. So, with a real family and a real home life. So anyway, try that technique, see if it helps at all. I try to make these conversational, like I know you and I'm speaking to you. So, it's unedited, it's unfiltered, it goes up to YouTube the way it is, no fancy cutouts and stuff. I'm doing this on my phone, the ones that I do like this. The Neville Goddard ones I do on a computer, and I use video editing software, and I put in a custom thumbnail. But stuff like this with the green screen background I like. These are just off the cuff. It allows me to put a lot of content up quickly when I'm alone, when I have a somewhat quiet background without anybody screaming in the background. And hopefully somebody finds this stuff useful. And please like and subscribe, share it around, and comment on your thoughts about this stuff, on your if it's been useful at all to you, if you put any of it to the test. As Neville Goddard says, put Paul to the test, meaning St. Paul, meaning the whole allegorical story of Jesus, the whole consciousness creates reality, all of that. Let's have a two-way conversation, and think noble things, be noble, follow the golden rule, treat others with respect and how you would like to be treated. Hold that vision, right? So see you in the next video.